Dogfish Head Brewing Company, Suddenly Comfy Imperial Cream Ale. Get ready for this one. Ale brewed with apple juice, cinnamon, allspice, and vanilla beans. Again, brewed out of Milton, Delaware, Dogfish Head Brewing Company. 8% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. Dogfish Head is one of those companies that I used to avoid years ago because all I really knew of them was the IPAs, the 60, 90, 120 minutes. Now that I'm doing the reviews and actually documenting my travels and my experience with multiple types of beers, breweries, backgrounds, types, genres, whatever the craft beer label that they want to assume, that's fine. I will drink it and I will try it out and I will give you my opinion, whether you want it or not. I'm not trying to be your enemy. I'm actually just trying to tell people what the beer tastes like. Dogfish Head has been one of those, again, I used to avoid, but now that I'm coming around to it, I'm trying a lot more of their beers. I've tried probably 24 of their beers in the last year and a half. And I'm really appreciating and I'm really understanding the level of commitment that this company is making by not just sticking with their IPA base, but they really do take extreme risks and go out of their comfort zone. Because you can go into their company, you can go into a bar room, find a Dogfish Head, and most of the time it's going to be one of their signatures, one of their 60, 90, 120, whatever it is. But when you go buy a six-pack or a single to make your own six-pack, or a restaurant that happens to carry one of their seasonal type beers on tap and you try it and it's just absolutely different than what you were expecting, and then you read the label and you're just blown away by who would come up with this kind of idea, this kind of jump, this leap to make this into an ale. But then you try it and you're like, wow, I couldn't have been happier. This is that beer. This is something that I was not expecting. I saw it on social media in the past couple weeks, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I first noticed it. Wasn't expecting to come across it. I did, immediately caught my eye, had to buy it. This is just astonishing. I read the label, apple juice, cinnamon, vanilla. Who would make that into a beer and not be classified as one of those shandies, like Not Your Father's? But this beer has the capability of still keeping the ale and the craft beer essence true at its heart. This does come off almost apple pie-ish, but it doesn't cross that overly sweet boundary where it becomes, again, that shandy or, you know, something very novelty-like. This is still an ale, and it's damn good. And it reminds me of Christmas. It reminds me of sitting in front of a fire with your slippers on and maybe some PJs or some sweats, and maybe it's cold outside. This is a perfect beer for if it's cold outside and you just want to bundle up on the couch. You do get the apple, you do get the cinnamon, and you do get that kind of smooth, maybe not essentially the vanilla flavor, but there is something that it makes, the vanilla, I think, makes it almost like this cream kind of flavor or texture. But this is a solid, really unexpected beer. And I hope I'm portraying and I'm conveying my excitedness in this beer, because right now it feels like I'm just ranting and I'm rambling as well. But this is a really nice, quite impressive beer. Is it heavy? Yeah, it's heavy. Are you going to be able to drink a lot of these? Depending. It's a heavy beer. It's full-bodied. It's an ale. You don't get a whole lot of bite and bitterness, but something with the apple and the cinnamon, you kind of mistake that for the bitterness. And it's still mild, though. It's really mild. But it's also got a nice crisp finish to it. But again, it just reminds you of like an apple pie, but it's still an ale. And I think that's what's incredible about it. It doesn't cross that weird shandy, novelty, sweet drink kind of line. My drinkability, I could probably go 3 or 4 of these. I think that the sweetness will catch up to you after that, and the heaviness will catch up to you. I really feel like this is like a Christmas drink. Something late November, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, holidays type beer. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I got to give this a 9. This is really something that I wasn't expecting to be this good. I wasn't sure what to get out of it when I first saw it on social media. Then when I got it home and I read the label, and then I took a sip and I was kind of blown away. I was more mesmerized and just kind of like shock and awe about it. And it kind of took me a second to really put my thoughts together on if I actually really like this beer or not. But I know this review has gone on way too long, and I really want to give the appropriate thank you to Dogfish Head for over the last maybe year and a half that I've been trying a lot of their beers and wasn't exactly sure if I was really catching on the Dogfish train. But I can finally say now, outside of their signature ales, their IPAs, I really respect them, and I do give them a lot of criticism because I'm still on the fence at times with them, but they really nail down some of their beers when they go outside of that IPA comfort zone, and I think it's really impressive. So enough of that, enough of the rambling. If you're looking for this beer, just know that you're in for a surprise. And again, that's Dogfish Head Brewing Company, Suddenly Comfy Imperial Cream Ale, 8% alcohol. Good job, guys.